Good morning, friends. This is your news report and your Bitcoin update and your cryptocurrencies update as of Saturday, November 21st. So hopping on over here, we do still have about 2.45 million Bitcoin left to be mined and 18.55 Bitcoin in existence that are in circulation right now. It is important to remember that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, but some of these 18.55 million have been lost due to people losing access to their cryptocurrency wallets. Moving on over to CoinGecko, price of Bitcoin is up 15% on the week, Ethereum 12% on the week, XRP having a major jump here with 55% on the week, and actually overtook Tether for the market cap. What are they at now? 18,700,000,000, and Tether, which is a cryptocurrency that is pegged to the US dollar. So it should always be $1 per Tether. That being said, Tether does have a very large market cap because they just keep increasing the supply when more people want to buy it. Moving on over to market cap dominance of Bitcoin, we do see a drop. It was up to 67% yesterday and is now down to 65%. The reason we take a look at this is because Bitcoin's value typically correlates to its market dominance, which is when the amount of cryptocurrency money stored by people is stored in Bitcoin. So about 65% of the total cryptocurrency monies in circulation is stored in Bitcoin right now. So when we see this rise, Bitcoin's price typically rises, and when we see it fall, Bitcoin's price typically falls, or it preludes Bitcoin's price falling, as we saw back in 2017. We were up to 90%, 95% Bitcoin dominance, and then it just started tanking, going through the floor, and that was followed shortly thereafter by the 2017 crash of Bitcoin. So this is a good indicator to keep our eye on, because if it's going up, we're probably going to see Bitcoin's price going up. If it starts falling, we're probably going to see Bitcoin's price to fall as money flows from the major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin to other ones like Ethereum or even altcoins. Over on Bitcoin treasuries, we check this out for adoption. We still have MicroStrategy, Galaxy Digital Holdings, and Square up at the top with thousands of Bitcoin, if not tens of thousands of Bitcoin in the treasuries of publicly traded companies, those ones in particular. Down here, Grayscale Trust still holding the most Bitcoin at just under 510,000 Bitcoin, or about 2.5% of the supply. On our cycle repeat chart, they are still projecting the Bitcoin price will be up to 440,000 per coin by fall of next year. That is a little high. If you've been here before, you know I am kind of looking more at a price range between 1 and 400,000. 400 is the absolute upper range. I think this is because they are not projecting a drop in price anytime soon or any major pullback. We have talked about this before, and I do think there will be a pullback sometime soon. So just be prepared to manage risk and be okay with seeing, if you invest, that your portfolio value drops by 20, maybe 30, even up to 40% in value. Hopping on over to the stock to flow model, we do see that we are still undervaluing Bitcoin. The current fair value of Bitcoin as of the filming of this, November 21st, is around $23,340. Currently, Bitcoin's value is about $18,663. So we are still undervaluing it by about $5,000. Keep that in mind. But that being said, we do frequently see pullbacks of up to 40% during Bitcoin bull runs, which we are in now. So don't bet on the short term on this one. This is more of a long-term investment, specifically up through spring and summer of this year and into fall and early 2022, because that's probably around the time when Bitcoin will be reaching all-time highs for the next several years or so. Hopping on over to Bitcoin charts, we do still see a huge amount of interest in selling around the 20K mark and just increasing. There is a lot of support for Bitcoin around 13K. So I don't think that if we do have a pullback, it will drop much below that 13K mark. That being said, it is still a possibility. Over on the trends search function, we do watch this to see when retail is getting involved. As you can see, the searches for Bitcoin just skyrocketed in December of 2017, around the time we were peaking out and crashing. So this is a good indicator to see when people and retail investors are getting involved in Bitcoin, because that is likely nearing the top. Another indicator is if you follow a lot of celebrities and you start seeing them post on Twitter or Instagram or something, that's just not as easy to find a quantifiable chart as the Google Trends search function is. This also shows us relative highs. So looking at the past 12 months, we do see it is likely we'll be hitting a high for this year this week with how much search volume they've already had. And so it may be a relative high and we may experience a pullback sometime soon. So keep that in mind if you do decide to invest right now. Over on DeFi Pulse, we do have $14.3 billion of value locked in decentralized finance, with the value continually going up over the past year more. And this doesn't look like it's going to be slowing down or stopping anytime soon. Maker still up at the top. Uniswap was at 3 billion before, but I think on November 17th, they actually lost a sizable amount once their incentives program for locking liquidity dried up. And so people stopped getting essentially interest and returns on their investments and lending of liquidity to the decentralized exchange contract that is Uniswap. So Maker's definitely taking over on that one. Hopping on over to the coronavirus dashboard, we are up to 11.5 million confirmed coronavirus cases, and we are still climbing at a rapid rate, as you can see by the chart. Over on the map of counties, we do see that pretty much the entire country is red. Just some of the more coastal regions are not in the uncontrolled growth phase. Keep in mind the red is uncontrolled growth, the orange is unsafe to go outside, the yellow is it's safe to be careful outside, and the green is it's normal and we are doing fine. So there's very few green counties. We want to see the entire country green. We do not want to see any of the country red. And in particular, there are some states here that you can see that are well beyond the red mark of 25 daily new cases per 100,000 people per day, such as North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Iowa, Nebraska, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Montana, Louisiana, Utah, all over 100, which is 4 times higher than the 25 per day that is already considered uncontrolled pandemic growth. This is not good to see. The reason I show this is the holiday seasons are coming up, and it's important to remember that the experts have recommended against travel for the holidays because they're projecting many family gatherings will be super spreader events and that the virus will get much worse over winter before it gets better. So please do keep that in mind if you plan to see anyone for the holidays. Take care, be safe, and be careful. The state of Georgia has certified the election results for Joe Biden, and President-elect Joe Biden has confirmed he does not plan to shut down the economy with a national lockdown for the coronavirus pandemic. According to the University of Chicago, over 1 million Americans have fallen below the poverty line in October alone. This number is over 7 million since last May. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe if you found this informative or helpful. Give the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and it would help out my channel a lot. I'm linking my other social media handles on screen so that you can find me on other platforms. I try to post useful and helpful information whenever I have it. Thank you all so much again for sticking around, and I will see you next time.